Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Mediumcore. It's time to get slime. As far as slime goes, I've been running on fumes for quite a while, and I would like to get a refill, but I don't actually know where to get any slime. I think I'm down to 4 slime balls maybe? Let me see. 3, that's even worse. And there's a lot of stuff that uses slimes. A lot of farms use slime blocks and sticky pistons, and I just can't make them. So I'm extremely limited to what I can do because I don't have any slime. So what I'd like to do in this episode is to go on a little bit of an adventure to try and find a slime chunk. Probably one in the swamp. That seems to be a good spot because I think that's where I found my last slime. But my goal is to find a slime chunk and make a small slime farm. It doesn't need to be anything really efficient, just enough to get me like a couple stacks of slime balls here and there. Because I don't need a lot, because even if I have it, I don't make a lot of redstone contraptions unless I have to. But some extra slime would be very, very handy. So I'm assuming going that way is probably my safest bet because there's a swamp in the back, and swamps often seem good for finding slime chunks. So I'm gonna go off in a little bit of an adventure and see if I can find one. The swamp was a bit of a bust, but I found something even better and a lot closer to home. My little town is right there, and this right here is a triple slime chunk. So with this I should be able to make a pretty good slime farm. It's in a little triangle shape, and I've marked out the boundaries. So these 3 chunks are the slime chunks in question, hopefully. So my goal is to flatten this all out and then dig this entire area plus 3 blocks on each side all the way down to bedrock, and then start filling it in with a slime farm. So it's a bit of a mammoth task. This is a huge area. It's a huge undertaking. Kind of wish I had a beacon for this, but I don't. Usually I'd time-lapse this, but frankly I don't think I'm going to do it all in one sitting, so I'm just not going to bother. It's a really, really big area. Hopefully that it actually functions as a good slime farm, because I gave up on trying to do it manually and used a slime chunk finder, and this triple slime chunk was right here, and I'm just really, really, really hoping that it's up to date and that this is a proper slime chunk, or triple slime chunk. Otherwise I'm going to have wasted a lot of time and effort for absolutely no reason. But I guess the only thing I can do to find out is to start flattening out this entire area. So start with the trees, and then I'll move on to actual flattening. I haven't seen the sun in days. It's been so long, but it's finally done. I got the hole dug all the way down, and slimes are spawning, so it's technically working, even though it's not actually a farm yet. The one thing that bothers me is this is all the correct proportions, but for some reason when I stand here, this side looks longer. I don't like that. It makes me uncomfy. But it is working all the way down to Y5. And Yeah, it's spawning slimes. Honestly, I've already gotten more slime than I'll probably ever need just from killing things that have spawned in it, in the massive hole. But I'm gonna continue with the project just because I've come this far. I don't wanna... I might as well. You never know when you might need more slime. Unfortunately, I didn't find a lot of diamonds doing this, which kind of made me sad since this was a massive area to dig out. Ow. Ow. Real world-class flyer. But yeah, this took a really long time. This took several hours over the course of 3 days to dig all the way out. But I don't want to do this like ever again. This was horrible. Without haste 2, it was bad. I really regret doing this before I ever got a haste 2 beacon. So if I ever do anything like this ever again, I'm gonna tell myself no until I get a beacon, because this was a nightmare. I had to fly all the way out to the nether to repair my tools several times, which was really annoying, but it was a nice break from the mining. And yeah, I have gotten an absolute ton of slime just from existing in the area. Like, let me see, I started with 4 slime balls, and now I've got 5 and a bit stacks. So yeah, that's probably all the slime I'll ever need. But I'm gonna make the farm just... because why not at this point? I dug the hole, I'm gonna make the farm, because if I don't, I'm gonna be really sad. So I'm gonna make the farm, and hopefully it all functions and turns out as well as I'm hoping. It's a really big hole. I'm gonna be honest, I kinda cheaped out on making this, but as you can see, it is working. I only did 2 layers. Alright, from this angle it's hard to see, but there's 2 layers down there. And then it's working. That's all I really care, is that it's working. The iron golems that are in each of those 6 little pens draw the slimes to the edge and they just kill themselves on the magma. It is working. It's been finished for around 10 minutes, but that's probably not the most accurate judge of the drop rates, because I was watching them kill themselves on the magma even while I was still building it. And also the minecart hasn't picked up everything that just came in. I only did 1 minecart throughout the entire thing because I kind of didn't care. It doesn't need to be ridiculously efficient because I don't use a lot of slime. I just wanted to have this in reserve, and I probably already have more slime than I'll ever use. But this will be a nice reserve. And it's kind of fun to watch once you get some slime spawning like that one. It's kind of fun to watch them just take a ton of damage and then go kasplat. Because they're not very bright. The big ones though, they take takes a lot to kill them. Smaller ones not nearly as much. But it's working. I did it. Oh, what? Oh, I fell in a hole. But I've done this, and I never ever want to do this ever again. Like, ever. This is horrible. At least not without a haste 2 beacon. That's pretty much a requirement. If you're ever gonna do one of these, get a haste 2 beacon. It would make it so much faster. So many blocks you have to mine. It's insane. It gets really annoying when there's obsidian. Or just lava in general. But I want to say it was worth it, but it probably wasn't. But it was a neat project to do. Something I've never done before. I've never made a slime farm. Actually, I've never really had a significant source of slime in any world, so I've never really done anything with slime. Like, ever. Because I've just never had any. Because I've never put in the effort to find a slime chunk and get slimes. So, the few stacks that are in that chest and the several stacks that I have in my storage system at home is more slime than I have ever gotten in like a combination of all my other survival worlds in all of my Minecraft history. because I think I've got around 10 stacks or so in here. Oh, 9, 10, 11 and a half-ish. That's definitely more slime than I've ever had in the history of ever. So ultimately, yeah, this slime farm is pretty productive. I can start doing stuff with slime blocks now. I can make slime block flying machines. I can make a lot of sticky pistons, which greatly increases the amount of redstone contraptions I can do. I can make more redstone contraptions that have the little minecart stoppers, because those each take a sticky piston. No slime means no sticky piston, which means no minecart stopper, which means no efficient way of moving materials. So slime is just all around useful. I'm probably going to build a bouncy castle at some point, or at least a trampoline, just because it's fun. Kind of want to take a look at what's going on. The iron golems look very sad because they are going to be trapped here forever. It is 2 layers just above the bedrock level, which made it really annoying to do the item collection system, which is right behind this wall here, because I had to find the exact spot in which I could dig enough blocks to not have bedrock interference, because I needed to put the hoppers and the chest under the ground, which made it really, really, really tedious. Because I was going to do it over there, and then I said no, and then I was going to do it over there, and there was bedrock everywhere. So I ended up doing it, it's right here. Actually, I can just walk back. Oh, dang it. It's just down this hall. Because the wall is right there, and then yeah, this was the only spot where I could mine, because everywhere else there's bedrock. And the minecart came back. And if I ever make a slime farm ever again, I'm probably only going to do it 1 or 2 chunks. 3 chunks was a bit of a nightmare, and probably more than I'll ever need. So yeah, that was a one mighty project. That was a serious grind to get that hole dug. But I've got a ton of slime now, so I can actually do a lot more stuff, which is going to be really cool. So with that out of the way, that's all I have time for in today's episode of Minecraft Mediumcore. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.